sacrifices, play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Uncle Strib. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things ever, shoes. So we got our shoe game going, and I'm going to introduce you to my associate, coworker, friend, Miss Brittney. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? My name's Brittney, and I'm Finis assistant manager at Shoe Palace.
And so just give them a little background information, like where you're from, where you grew up, and just kind of how you got to where you are now.
Okay, so I grew up in San Antonio, Texas. I'm from San Antonio. I grew up on the south side of San Antonio, and I got into the shoe game when I was maybe about 12 years old. My grandpa bought me my first pair of Jordans when I was in 5th grade because I was in basketball. And ever since then, my shoe game has been getting crazier and crazier.
12? That's early.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I didn't get into like sophomore year of college.
Really?
Yeah, I was late.
That's crazy.
And I don't know. I wasn't into like, I used to wear shoes from like Route 21, like $20 shoes that would just fall apart. I was just wearing anything. All bad. So before we get into the shoe stuff, how did you get into Shoe Palace?
Actually, I just applied. I applied as a part-timer and I got the job.
And then how long did you work as part-time before you got the AM?
Let's see, maybe about 6 months. I was a part-timer.
Oh, that's not long.
No, not long at all.
Okay. And then how long have you been AM?
I've been in AM for, let's see, 8 months.
8 months. So about a year and a half at Shoe Palace total?
Yes. I'll be a year as an AM in June.
June?
Yes, sir.
Oh, right. Now, so was this your plan A? Was it your plan B, C? Like what was your, like what was, I know you do have this isn't your only job. So like
Right.
where was this on your list of jobs, or just why?
Like, was it career-wise? No, it wasn't career-wise. I just applied because it was at the time it was so hard to get shoes, right? Because you had the raffles and stuff. And honestly, the reason I applied was because the Jordan 1 Mochas are coming out, and I was like, hey, I want that shoe. You know, I was like, maybe if I apply to shoe store, I'll be able to get my pair, right? So I applied and I got hired, but I wasn't able to get the shoe because I had just started. The shoe had just came out. I didn't know how their regulations work.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So honestly, this was just a job for fun.
Just like,
It was just like a
little side hustle.
Yeah, a little side hustle.
Yeah.
You know?
So now, speaking on the whole, you didn't know. Now I know. So the rest of these questions, me and you both know. So we're gonna tell them to the people listening. Talk about how does the shoe industry work, and I want you to talk on it from a customer side and from an employee side, because you know how like we got people that come in thinking they can buy the original '85 Jordan 1s. At our, it's like they came out in '85.
Right.
They don't understand that once that shoe's gone,
it's gone.
It's gone.
Right.
So can you just talk about how like the shoe game works?
I mean, so basically, when a shoe comes out, right, you have to go into the stores to see when they're doing the raffle for that shoe. So let's say if a shoe's gonna come out in May, right, and it comes out May the 16th. We usually do the raffle the week before it comes out, which would be a Tuesday. So you would come in, you would fill out a ticket, and then if we pull your ticket, you win the shoe, basically. And let me rephrase that when I say win, because a lot of people think that like we pulled your ticket, you're gonna get the shoe for free. No, you still have to pay for the shoe.
Right.
You just have an advantage of
a guaranteed.
Yes, a guaranteed pair, basically. I mean, nowadays, and I just feel like the shoe game is getting harder and harder. Like from a customer's perspective, it's hard to get a shoe because thousands of other people want that exact same shoe. Now, it may not be for like their personal, but for resale, because the resale game is crazy, you know? So, I mean, for like me being an assistant manager, it's still kind of hard to get the shoe, you know, because people think like, oh, you work at a shoe store, you're going to get first dibs. That is not the case at all.
Yeah.
So it's basically, you know, store manager has first dibs, and then the AMs, and then the sales lead, and then the part-timers. But like, let's just say we get 10 pairs, only the store manager is able to get a shoe. They're guaranteed a shoe. Us AMs were not. So we got to go out and pay resale for the shoe that we want, basically.
And elaborate on what reselling is and like resellers.
So reselling is that a customer or somebody in general is buying a shoe and they're flipping it. Like, let's just say the shoe's $180, right? With tax comes out to like $190. They're going and selling it for about $250 to $300, depending on what the price is, what the market is for that shoe. That's how much you're selling it for. What was the other question?
I think that was it.
Oh.
Yeah, and so I also want to throw out there the reason why we have, so, you know, like back in like 2015, 16, you could get shoes on shelves.
Oh, yes, sir.
What happened, the reason why you have to go through raffles to get these is because this is when reselling started to get big, right?
Right. I mean, I honestly, because I told Finis, I bought a pair of ones back in 2016 at Kids Foot Locker, and they were just sitting.
Right.
So I want to say the resale started like maybe what, 2018?
Yeah, we're starting to blow up,
Right,
and people were buying 4 or 5 pairs of the shoes, and that's why they start, because even though the raffle process is kind of a pain, but it's the as fair as you can get it for giving people a shot of getting the shoe. Because even online, you know, people got bots that can buy hundreds of pairs at once before a regular person can get to it. And that's why the online is probably worse than in-person raffles in terms of being able to get the shoe.
Right.
But yeah, it's tough. But what would you say, and this is from, I guess you could think of this from a customer trying to get a shoe, and also just from working, what's the toughest part about getting shoes or the shoe industry?
I mean, the toughest part would probably have to be knowing somebody. I'm gonna say like knowing somebody who works at a shoe store, because if I'm gonna be quite honest with you, you know, if you don't know somebody, you're most likely not gonna get picked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we get the same people all the time to come and fill out tickets. All the time. Like every Tuesday, they're there to fill out tickets. A lot of people don't know about these raffles. You know, the shoe comes out, let's say Saturday, and they're calling Thursday, Friday, like, hey, so how can we get a shoe? Like, is it first come, first serve? And I'm like, no, we already did the raffle. The raffle was just, raffle was this past Tuesday. Like, you know, you're a little late. So, I mean, as a customer, it's really hard because there's parents who come in who their kid just genuinely wants a shoe, that knows nothing about the shoe game. They just want the shoe. They saw it online, they liked it, and they're trying to get it for their kid. And it sucks because we can't help them because it's all raffle, you know, and there's so many resellers who come in and bring their family, like their spouse, their grandma, their aunt, their uncle, their brother, their sister to fill out tickets. So they're basically expanding, you know, their chance to win a shoe.
It's a loophole in the system.
Exactly. And most of the time, I've seen it from my own eyes, they most likely get the shoe.
Yeah.
Like they get like 3 or 4 pairs because they won, their aunt won, you know, their dad won, and their brother won. And it sucks because, you know, a lot of people tend to like, oh, that's not fair, you know, but how are we supposed to know that they're related in any way? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like you were saying, as a customer, I would be like, upset. It's hard, you know. I would personally rather do it through an app, but even then, it's like Finis was saying, a lot of people do bots now, and I personally don't know how to work a bot at all whatsoever.
I have no idea how they do it.
Exactly. So, you know, just kind of gotta go with the wind. You either take an L or you take a W.
Okay, and so now, what would you say? What now on the flip side of that? What's the best part about? Let's just do from an employee standpoint, because pretty much the rest of this conversation is the best part of shoes, and that's like shoes. But like, what would you say? What's the best? So, what's your favorite part about working in like the shoe retail industry?
I mean, honestly, it's to help the customers. I love selling shoes, whether it's like a Jordan 1, a New Balance, Adidas, Reebok, you know, whatever type of shoe it is. I just love selling,
Right.
you know. So I'm going to say that's the best part of the shoe game. I mean, second of all, obviously, to get the shoes. You know, we have, you know, first dibs of getting whatever shoe comes out or whatever shoe we're going to get at our store, you know. So I would say the best part is helping customers.
Okay. My answer is a little more selfish, but I was gonna say.
I know what you're gonna say, Finis.
What do you think I was gonna say?
About getting shoes. You get first dibs.
Kind of. I mean that. But I was gonna say, honestly, it's the deals on the accessories.
Okay.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, I was talking to Paul today. Mm-hmm. I think our best deal are socks. You get 4 pair of socks for $9. And you know, I'm wearing them right now. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, I'm wearing our Shoe Palace socks. I love our socks.
Yeah.
So and that, and then like I obviously it's access to anybody, so it's not like I have exclusive access to it. But the socks cleaner, we have cleaners for $5. Right. We got proofer for $5. So to me, honestly, that's my favorite part, is that I just know about them because I work there.
Right.
Versus a lot of people don't know. Like when we're trying to sell them, people, you know, like today I sold a cleaner. I was like, he had bought the Dunk Highs we have, mm-hmm. And you know it's all white. And I was like, you want some proofer for it? It's $5. They're $5. Like, yeah. He's like, yeah, throw it on there. Like people just don't know.
Right.
But, you know, I know what's on sale, and you know we kind of know what's on sale, so we can also get like the Nike shorts when they go on sale, or whenever a shirt goes on sale that we're keeping our eye on, because we know they're going to go on sale eventually.
Exactly. When
they go on sale, bet we get them. That's kind of my favorite part. That's what I said. Next to obviously the shoes. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're probably right about that. I mean, I'm not so much of a apparel person. I don't really care about my clothes so much. You know, I dress myself according to like what shoes I'm gonna wear. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'll throw on a white plain tee or a white plain black tee, you know, and here's my outfit. Yeah. You know, so but I mean, yeah, you're right. The shirts, the shorts. Yeah. We get first dibs.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. But now we're getting into the good stuff. So how do I work this? What's your system? Like, I feel like when it comes to sneakerheads, everybody has their system, or everybody has that way of getting the shoe they want. Let's say it's not retail, because at this point, you're probably doing most of your shoes are probably coming from resale, I would assume. For the most part.
Yes, for the most part, yes.
So like, what's your process? Do you have a guy? Do you have apps that you go to? Do you compare your apps versus your guy? What's your process for getting shoes?
So I have a shoe plug. I'll be honest.
So you got a guy.
Yes, I got a guy. He lets me know what he's gonna get, and if I want it, I'll buy it. Just depending. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, sometimes these resellers, you know, they know I'm a manager for a shoe store, so they try to like, you know, well, if I give you the shoe, I'll give it to you for retail if you could get me a shoe that's coming out. They try to get a deal. You know, they try to get a deal. But yeah, I have a shoe plug. He hooks me up all the time. Not gonna say his name or anything. Yeah. But you know, I do got my.
It's what I think it is, right?
I don't know. There's a lot of people who.
Well, we'll talk off here.
Yeah.
So you don't ever get like Go or StockX.
No, I have never.
Really?
Never ordered from Go or StockX.
My Billie Eilishes are from Go.
I remember you telling me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
But I wasn't upset because for some reason the Billie Eilishes, I think I got them for $150. So I got them pretty much retail. And they were one of the only women's shoes that had a 13.5. Because most, women's shoes don't go up. They only go up to a 12 in women's. But I've taken so many L's. But on Go, now what I've started to do instead of StockX, I go to Go because you can get them used. And they show the picture. So if they're not crazy, like if they're still in good condition, they'll be $100 cheaper than like brand new resale.
Dead stock, right?
Yeah, dead stock. Which people that listen, dead stock is a shoe that somebody's bought to resell that had not been worn ever. That's dead stock. Flight Club is another app that's kind of like Go, but I think Flight Club's a little better. I like Flight Club better because I just don't know.
I mean, I've heard stories about Go where people order shoes from Go and they end up being fake.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, ever since I heard that, I was just like, I'm not gonna take my chances at all.
Does Go verify?
I would have thought they would.
I don't know if they verify because the Billie Eilishes I got were dead. I didn't buy them used. I bought them dead stock. But I know Go. I think Go is a little better because they do their authentication, and I know Flight Club does too. It comes with a tag. I don't know how good their system is, but it comes with a tag saying this has been verified as a legit Jordan or whatever.
Right.
But I mean, you talking about the L's I've taken paying resale on those shoes?
I mean, it has to be a shoe that I really want for me to pay resale.
Yeah.
I like what people don't have. So
yeah.
I'm willing to pay up there, but like I said, it has to be a shoe that's you're not gonna see nobody wearing it,
Right, yeah. Like something like the Rebellionaires coming out.
Yes, sir.
There's a rumor, I don't know if it's true, they're only making 8,000 pairs.
What?
They're only making it. That's a rumor. It has not been I haven't been able to fact check it, but apparently, I don't know if it was some people at Nike, but there's somebody that leaked the information. Only 8,000 pairs being made. So,
right.
If you can get them,
yes.
If you have opportunity to get them, you gotta get them. 8,000 in the entire world.
Oh, definitely. I mean.
But speaking of paying resale, I was talking to my buddy yesterday at the gym, and somebody had the LaMelos on, the red and the red and neon, the two different colors.
Yeah, the pink and green.
Yeah, pink and green. He was hooping in them. I was like, bro, I would never. And then my buddy was like, they're hooping shoes though. I was like, get that. Jordans, they're all hooping shoes technically. Right. And Scottie Pippen's are hooping shoes, but people don't really hoop in them. People do, but for the most, especially like ones, that's not. But Jordan hooped in ones. But I was telling him how I would never pay resale for a shoe I want to hoop in. Because he probably got those resale and he's out there hooping. So you're paying $350, $400. I'd never pay resale for shoes I would hoop in. I don't think I would ever pay full price for hooping shoes. I think to this day, any hooping shoe I've had, I either got them for free when I played ball in Missouri. We got some Paul Georges for free. And then the Donovan Mitchells I had, I got them discounted. So I only paid $60 for them. I've never bought a hooping shoe full price because I run them to the ground. There's a giant, almost a gash on my Paul Georges. I run them to the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's crazy.
So that's just with that. But I see guys hooping in cool. I saw them hooping in Cool Bread 11s and the Bread 11s. I was like, fam. Dude.
Yeah, I would never play ball in my 11s. I do have a pair of Kobe's, the Grinches. I actually bought those at SneakerCon in Dallas last year in 2021. And I paid up there, I'm not gonna lie. I paid $450 for them.
$450?
$450.
And you're not gonna hoop in them, are you?
No, I'm not hooping in them. But I do wear them. I wear them to work around December, around Christmas time. Okay, I brought them out for the first time. But I probably won't bring them out again until December.
Next Christmas. Yeah.
Yes. So
I got you. Now, do you have a cleaning process for your shoes?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't. I don't clean my shoes.
You don't clean your shoes?
I don't clean my shoes. I wear them. When I get home, I take them off, put them back in the box. put them away. Now, let's say, for example, I'm gonna wear them again, you know, like 2-3 months later, and I see they're dirty. All right,
you'll touch them up.
Yeah, I'll touch them up.
But you don't clean them every time.
No, I do not.
Maybe,
I know you do though.
Yeah, I will. So that wall right there, my drawers right there, the ones I wore today, that's where I put all my shoes for the week. And on Sunday or Monday, I clean them all before I put them back in their box. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but
you're right.
That's just my process. Because I want to wear them as long as possible, but
keep them clean.
Because like you remember my all white Air Force mids?
Right.
I've had those since 2015. They are in pretty good shape
Yeah, they are.
And they're my beaters. Those are my beaters, and
They
I keep
still
them
look white.
Yeah, but that's just my process. Just because I want them to. I don't know.
I mean, I have some LeBrons that I bought back in 2015. They're LeBron Soldiers or whatever.
They're still.
And they're still
in
brand new. Yeah, they're in good shape. Before, I used to take care of my shoes,
Right.
but I just have so many. I'm just like,
That might be the difference too. I don't have that many yet. Because when I didn't have a lot, I had to because I didn't have a big enough rotation.
Right.
So I was wearing, the same shoes every week basically.
That makes sense.
But that brings me to how big is the collection?
So I counted before I left. I probably have about 72 pairs. I also have some in my car that I did not count. So I want to say maybe like 75 altogether. Not that big because trust me, I have colleagues, a couple of my old store managers who have 100 to 200 pairs. So my collection is nothing.
But still, 75 is. I feel like once you get past 40, it's like, all right, you got like a serious collection. I feel like once you get past 40, regardless, it's 40 pair of shoes.
I mean, I honestly probably could have had more, but along my shoe palace career, I've traded, or I've sold shoes that I'm just like, I'm not wearing them no more. Whatever. I gotta get rid of them.
Yeah.
So.
Do you wear all of them?
I have a couple that are still dead stock, and I probably won't wear them till probably next year.
Next year. So are you the ones that wait?
Yes.
Or you wait for the right time to wear your shoes?
Right. I wait for the right time and the right outfit.
Right outfit.
And depending on the occasion. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Whenever I get a new shoe, the only thing I have to figure out is where I'm going to put them in the rotation. So I mean, like when I got the diamond shorts, I ended up wearing them.
Like the next day,
It was Saturday, so like it was maybe 4 days later. No, it was a week later because but I didn't work every day. But it was that next Saturday. So
to me, it seemed like you worked there.
Yeah. But I just throw them in the rotation, and then when I get to them because I have like a system, whatchamacallit. What's the dream shoe?
Right now, I'm still trying to go after the Jordan 1 Mocha.
You still haven't got the Mochas?
I still have not.
You were just talking about how you're gonna get the Mochas last week.
I was supposed to get them, and they just did not come through. I found them online, I ordered them, and I never received the package. So I did lose out on like $300.
Oh, you got gypped.
Yes, I lost out on money. I mean, total was like that I paid for them was like $682. And
they just never showed up?
They just never showed up.
Why are you not mad?
I am mad. I'm just, I'm upset. I'm just not trying to show it, like it was a lesson learned, basically. That's why I don't trust like Go.
Yeah.
But I didn't order it on Go or StockX. I'm not gonna say where I ordered it, but because was
it like a person that was selling online, or was it a website?
Let's just say this guy, he basically runs like his own company, and he sells to like celebrities and stuff. Like celebrities buy off of him.
Yeah.
So I legit trusted.
Right. It looked legit.
Right. But I mean, like when you order from his website, it does say like, I'm not responsible for like lost, stolen packages. You're ordering at your own risk. So I'm not sure if it just got to my house and
something happened.
Yes, or maybe like the fucking FedEx driver or something. I'm not sure, but hey, whatever.
I got gypped once. It was I'm not gonna say the name, but it was this Instagram account, and again, it looked legit. Cause I actually talked to somebody that had ordered from him before, and they're like, yeah, like I've gotten a couple pair from this person, and the person I talked to that bought it, I knew that person. Like I knew that person, so like we knew each other. I trusted. I was like, okay, bet, and they showed me the shoes. I was like, oh, you got those from them? All right, bet. So I went online. He was selling. This isn't my dream shoe, but I've been wanting to get the shoe forever. It's the shattered backboards. But it's the 3.0s, I think. So it's the black with the orange. And it was some deal he was running or whatever. It wasn't stupid cheap, you know. It's not like he was like, oh, I'll give them to you for 110.
Right.
But it was like, I think he said for size 12, he'd give me it for like 280 or something like that, 250.
Still not bad.
So I was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm thinking it's legit because it's a little less than resale. So whatever, yada, 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 fast forward, never get the shoes.
I would be upset.
I was sick. I was sick to myself, never got the shoes. I talked to the dude, the other person that bought from. I was like, bro, what's up? So I don't know. He couldn't get in touch with him. So I was like, bro, I was hot.
You got robbed.
I got robbed. And there's nothing I could do about it because it was just an Instagram account. And it was all like, it was through like not a website. Okay, just cash at me the money and I'll send me your address.
Right.
And I mean, when I was doing it, I was like, I don't know. But I was like, my buddy ordered from him. So I should be good. Never got my shoes, bro.
See, I wouldn't even be able to if my friend said like, oh yeah, I bought shoes off of this person, like they're legit, I would have to like know that person. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be able to. Just because my friend said, hey, you know, they're legit, I can't go off of that, especially in the sneaker game. Like, for a pair of shoes, definitely not. I'm definitely not going to trust them at all whatsoever. Like, I need to see their page. I need to see if they're running a store. Like, what's the deal?
It's almost got to be an in-person transaction nowadays.
Right.
Almost.
But even then, I've heard stories, like, of in-person. Like, just the other day, I was talking to this guy, you know, and he was telling me that he sells usually, like, on OfferUp. Right, he's a reseller. He sells on OfferUp, and they agree on the price. Then when they meet, they're trying to lowball him, and he's just like, "No, bro. Like, call me when you have the full amount of what I'm asking for. Like, you wasted my time."
Yeah, but I'd rather be that though, because with the in person, there's no fraud. So when you get there and it's like, so let's say I was gonna buy, let's say my dream shoes, the UNC off-white ones, right? Let's say you had them, and I was gonna buy them. If it was online or whatever, I could send you the money and you could just be gone. But at least in person, let's say I'm bringing cash, right? And I'm bringing, let's just say, I mean, they're going for like 8,000 now, but let's just say you get me a deal, you'll give them to me for 5,000. I'll bring 5,000 cash. When I get there, you're like, no, I have to do all this extra stuff for 6,000. I can at least go no and walk away with all my money.
Right.
So I feel like it. And then obviously meet up in a public place with people around.
Right, for sure. But I mean, even then, you see like videos or, you know, other sneakerheads who've gotten robbed. Yeah. In person. Like, you know, that's crazy to me.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
It's a lose-lose. But what's your favorite shoe to wear on special occasions, and what's your favorite shoe to wear like with a normal fit? Or what's the shoe you wear the most often? That's not your beater though. Not your beater shoe. What's the shoe you wear most often? What's your favorite to wear? Like you got a special occasion and you want to wow, you throw those shoes on.
I mean, let's see. My favorite shoe right now to wear, it would probably be the Dunks. Any type of Dunks.
Oh, any type of Dunks?
Any type of Dunks, yes. If I want to impress somebody, like, wow, it would probably be maybe the Jordan 1. And it would probably be the Patent Breads.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, that shoe I have 2 pairs, by the way. I paid resale for one, and then obviously I got
retail.
Retail. But it would probably be the Patent Breads. They're both dead stock still. I'm not gonna bring them out until maybe like next year.
Really?
2023. Really.
I've already worn mine twice.
I saw that, but I'm definitely not gonna wear mine because I feel like that sneaker is also like the Jordan 1 Mocha.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, because the Jordan 1 Mocha right now is really high. It's like $700.
Yeah.
And I feel like eventually the Patent Bread will
Oh
be
yeah.
up there.
They're knocking on 400 already, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're up there.
Last time I checked, they were about 280, 290 in my size, because I'm a GS size, by the way.
Yeah. Cause I checked, I think the other day, and I think a size 12 was like, was it 380? Yeah, something like that. It's getting up there.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, like around fall time, like maybe September, October, November, they're gonna be pushing around 500, 600.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely they are.
Solid investment. Solid investment. I forgot. I lost my train of thought again. Lost my train of
You're
thought.
always losing your train of thought.
I know. Jeez. So I asked you this is not my train of thought, but a different one. Your brands, like are you a Nike Jordan only? Do you have Adidas?
I have a little bit of everything in my collection. I mean, the most I have right now would probably be Jordans, obviously, but I have everything. I have Nike Prestos, Adidas Ultra Boost. What else do I got? Obviously, I got like the Jordan 1s. I have Nike Dunks. I have some LeBrons. I have some Kyrie Irvings. I have some Kevin Durant's. I mean, maybe like one pair of New Balance, but for the most part, my collection would be Jordan.
Any shoes you got your eye on, like either coming out soon or this year that you might try to get?
Well, honestly, there's a lot of shoes coming out this year, towards the end of the year. Let's see. One shoe I'm looking at right now is a Jordan 3. It's a women's exclusive. I think it is called, let's look. Let's see. I just saw it earlier. It's like a pink, a little bit of brown in it. Kind of looks like a mocha type.
I missed out on this. I almost got the sale for us, the Off-White sale.
Where'd you get them? Where were you going to get them?
The sneakers app, right? No, hear me out now. You gave me that look. So the drop was supposed to be at like 8 in the morning, something like that, right?
Right.
I set my alarm 10 minutes before the drop because it was like early in the morning. And I was like, I'm gonna get these shoes. I felt it in my bones that I was gonna win, right? So I was gonna get there. And you gotta refresh it to right. And as soon as it drops, you hit the bot, right? Tell me why. I set my alarm. I double check the time. I wake up. They moved the drop date by an hour. It moved it up an hour. So when I woke up, I missed it by 50 minutes.
Oh.
I was sick to my stomach.
That is crazy. I did not know they could do that. Well, I mean, obviously,
I was sick to my stomach.
I would be very upset.
They had my size and everything. I looked, they was gonna have a 13 and a half. Pretty sure.
So you're a size 13 and a half?
In women, because it's a women's shoe.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. This was my first Off-White shoe. And with Off-White, if you get a retail, it's an immediate win. They go, especially now, they go for thousands. I was sick.
I mean, obviously we got the Jordan 1 Chicago coming out again this year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's one shoe that I really want to get because if I can recall, I don't have a Jordan 1 that has like red, white, or black in it,
Really?
Really.
Huh.
So this would be my first ever.
Well, besides the patents.
Oh yeah, besides the patents. But I want some white in mine.
Yeah, some white. Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited for that shoe as well. But there's so much heat coming out.
Georgetown's coming out soon. Obviously, the Rebellionaires.
I believe the Cardinal 7s as well. That's coming out.
There's also a Zoom Comfort coming out. I believe. I put on my story. Yeah, they're purple and white.
Oh, those are nice.
I believe they're women's.
Got a couple of dunks as well coming out. A lot of dunks, actually, I should say. Oh, those are clean.
Yeah, they're called like the Heritage. It's almost like a reverse Chicago. So those are some things you got on your radar?
Yes, I also saw these threes. I mean, honestly, I think they're gonna be a men's only exclusive because it doesn't say. Usually, when they post, it says like men's, grade school, preschool, taller, and
It's
this
just
one saying just men's.
just men's.
So I'm a little disappointed because I love the colorway. It's like a Jordan 3.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is nice.
But I'm really excited for that Jordan 1. And those Jordan 3, the women's. I'm trying to find the name of it right now. I also saw that the Jordan 11. Well, obviously we know holiday release is going to be the cherry, right? Jordan 11 cherry.
I have no idea.
But they also said they're going to drop another Jordan 11 Midnight Navy. That's going to come out Black Friday. Retail though is going to be $225.
Like before tax?
Before tax. So after tax, with tax, you're looking about maybe $243. Well, the cool grades when they dropped in December of last year, 2021, men's were $243 and grade school were $200. Wait, that was including tax though for grade school, because I believe they were like $180 with tax come out to $200 even.
Oh my goodness.
And I heard this year grade school is going up, the Jordan 11, so they're going to be $220. That's not including tax. So I mean, I don't know what. That's breaking my pockets right there. I don't know if I could do that.
And the reason why that makes everything fall apart is because once retails, you're talking 200, 220, 230. If you don't get them retail, you have to pay arm and leg resale. Because normally when Jordans, like usually when depending on the Jordan, when they drop their 170, 180 for retros for ones, the retail off rip is usually like 230, 240, 250-ish. Now, if the starting price is 230, you're paying 300 off rip. You're talking about a week later, it's going to be 300.
Right.
It's going to be ridiculous.
I mean, honestly, now, like if I go on OfferUp and just look at some shoes, people are charging crazy amounts. Like, if they got a Jordan 1, like for example, the patent breads, when they first came out, people were charging like the highest I saw was 400, and the GS size, grade school size.
GS?
Yes. I was like, whoa, I would not pay 400.
And then they don't get any cheaper either. So
Yeah,
once the price creeps, it's like a stock. Once that price creeps up, but with the shoes, they don't go down unless there's like a massive restock. But on a lot of these shoes, that they don't have massive restocks.
Except for the Panda Dunks. That's shoe has been restocking like crazy.
And did you the Cool Gray 11s? They sold over I think they made over 11 over 1 million pairs. I think it's the most pairs of a Jordan that they've ever produced. But they somehow find a way to make the supply low and keep the demand high, even though they made millions of them. Because we got restocked 2 or 3 times on those.
I'm gonna say it was probably like 3 times.
Yeah.
But which makes sense though, because Jordan 11s, they're always the higher, like they always produce more pairs.
Really?
Jordan 11's always the one that like comes out, like they'll make like, let's just say millions of pairs versus like a Jordan 3 where they only made like.
You think it's because people actually hoop in the 11s? They're out of all the Jordans, I think they're probably the most comfortable probably to hoop in. Out of all the Jordans I see people hooping, it's usually an 11. I feel like that might be why they make so many, because people are copying them. I know people that really have a pair to hoop in, and then they have a pair that.
An extra pair?
Yeah, just to have like with the fit.
Right. I'm not gonna lie, I also have 2 pairs of Cool Grays.
The Cool Grays.
Yes, I have 2 pairs.
You hooping in one of them?
No, sir, I do not. I don't think I ever will. Either way, I just wanted 2 pairs, like so one I could rock now, you know, and then one I could bring out like 10 years
Way
later
down the road and
and
yeah,
be
still
like,
fresh.
yes.
Yeah.
But I heard that's bad as well. Like you can't do that because the glue starts coming undone, you know.
I heard as long as you wear them every now and then, because I was watching something on YouTube. This guy was explaining because he had a Jordan 4 and it was dead stock. And you know, if you rub that sole, it starts to crumble. And he said it's because if you don't wear them, that material doesn't have the ability to compress and hold its form. So he was saying you actually wearing your shoes to make them last longer, because obviously the weight of you wearing them gets that material to compress.
Right.
So it's able to hold its form and it won't crumble. That's what he was saying. So yeah.
I guess we'll have to see.
And it's also not all of the Jordans have that material in the sole. So like it's that, I forget the name of the material. Jerry had told me, but it's only like the 4s, I think the 3s, and like maybe 2 other Jordans that use that material that crumbles. But he said a Jordan 1 sole would never fall apart like that because it's made with that it's made with that rubber, not that like almost like a styrofoam kind of.
That's crazy. I'm about to look that up right now as we speak because I've never heard that.
Yeah, you see, like
I mean, I've heard from other people like say like you don't wear your shoes. Obviously, it's gonna come undone.
Yeah, crumble. Yeah,
but that's crazy.
Yeah, because it was like, yeah, dude was like, wear your tried to start a hashtag of hashtag wear your shoes because it makes them last longer.
Right.
And I don't think you say you need to wear them that often, but like just so they can get that firmness.
I mean, that makes sense, but that's crazy. I'm probably gonna go take my shoes out of the box right now.
just stand it up for a little bit.
Because I definitely don't want that to happen to my shoes. I mean, they weren't cheap for one. And then I'm pretty sure, you know, they're gonna be hard to get in my size eventually later down the road.
Oh, I want to make an announcement to listeners that don't know how shoe industry works. Just to save you guys some time and some money, because time is money. If you don't know anything about Jordans and you're looking for a Jordan, look up the year it came out. If it's 2022 and the shoe you're looking for came out in 2010, we don't have it. All right? I just want to make that announcement because somebody today came in looking for a Jordan that came out in 2016, thinking we were going to have them on shelves. It's like, first of all, if it's a retro, you're going to have to raffle, right? If it's a mid, which I'm a mid, I make it known that I will rock some mids, even though they're frowned upon. Mid, you'll get them on shelves, except for the diamond shorts where, depending, if they're special edition, they might be raffled. Otherwise, you find them on shelves. But if the shoe came out years ago, we don't have them.
You're gonna have to pay resale for it.
You have to. They're all bought out. You have to pay resale.
Somebody's gonna eventually have it, but you gotta do your research, like eBay, StockX, Gold, all that. Or
a resale store, but
right.
I feel like they're probably the priciest, huh?
The resale shops that I've been to, some of them have good prices. Some of them are like, whoa,
way over.
Yeah, like way over demand. But I mean, it makes sense though because they have a store. They gotta make their money back and make profit. Right.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because so obviously I don't know how resale shops work, but just taking what I know about running a business, I would assume that the prices that those shoes are going for is also dependent on what they pay for if they've got them resale, I would assume. Because I assume a lot of those, because I've seen resale shops with a ton of shoes, right? And I would assume that not all of them they got retail, so they had to have bought some of them resale. So if you bought a shoe 300 resale, you'd have to sell it for at least 350, 360,
right,
to make a decent profit off of it, I would assume. And that might be why that 360 was like way over. I don't know. That's what I would assume if they bought it for resale.
I mean, yes, you're right, but I mean, at the same time, I feel like most of these resellers nowadays are just trying to get rich.
Get rich quick.
Yeah, they're just trying to get rich quick. Because I mean, I've personally sold some of my shoes that I didn't want no more. Like one of them was dead stock, and the guy was offering me like $20 over retail. I know damn well he's gonna go put on his show for like 400.
Yeah.
I get that, you got a store, you gotta make a profit, but really, like $20, or they'll say they're gonna give you retail for it. I've even had a couple guys offer me below retail, and the shoe was dead stock. It was a dunk. If I could recall, it was a woman's dunk. I think it was called the candy dunk. Had like different type of colors on it, and I paid retail was like $95, and so with tax came out to like $110. The guy was offering me like $80.
Oh no.
And I was just like, no, bro. Like, come on now. I know you're gonna go put on your shelf for like 200.
Right.
Because that's usually around the price you'll see dunks are like 200.
Yeah.
Most I've seen on a dunk was probably like 340, but it was the panda dunk.
Right.
But honestly, I would not pay 340 for that type of dunk for a dunk like that, because Nike seems to keep restocking that dunk. Something about that dunk that people are just crazy about. They keep restocking it.
It makes sense. Makes sense. Well, B, this was pretty good. It's been a great cast. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know much about the shoe industry or how getting shoes, especially you talking about Jordan, is probably the most sought after shoe in the world. I mean, they're hard to get, but I appreciate you for hopping on.
Yes, sir. No problem.
And hey, we'll have more to come. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard it here first. Uncle Strib. We'll catch you guys next time.
I'm gonna chase my